we got is Marc Gasol a Hall of Famer?
I'll let you start this one off.
All right. I gave him props. I'm like, all right, he's a second round pick. All right, which I forgot a little bit, right? Not high expectations coming in. Like Darren Williams, he's only a two-time All NBA player. He got a Defensive Player of the Year, which I'm not giving him credit for because he did not deserve it. That's so I'm wiping that off the record. I don't care what the
I'm wiping that
the
off the record.
awards say. That's not your award, bro. You didn't make all defensive teams that year. Or how you no, that don't make no sense. That's not your award. That's the Braun Award. All right. But he do got, other than that, he has a one-time all defensive appearance, three-time All-Star, and then of course he got his ring with the Raptors.
Yeah.
He's another one that's close, like it's really right there. And I gave him props because of the stuff with Spain and the stuff they was doing on the national team. I feel like you can take that into a little bit of account. But I'm gonna say nah. Again, I feel like bro, they gonna kill us, they're gonna butcher us. I don't care. Bro, his career high was 32 points. 32 points, bro. That's your come on, bro. You get enough shots. I feel like, and when I seen, I was like,
Yeah.
bro, is that really his career high points? I'm not saying like that's the determining factor for whatever, bro. But like, I just feel like he didn't do enough. It's a great career like that. If you finish your career and that's what your career looks like, two-time All NBA, phony ass Defensive Player of the Year, and a three-time All Star, like that's a good career, and an NBA champ with the Raptors. I feel like that's a good career, but
Yeah.
it ain't good enough. It ain't there
I,
yet.
I think that I think we might disagree on this one, just
You got
because
him?
just looking at what he does in totality. Because if it was just like you said, if it's just NBA Hall of Fame,
Yeah.
then you'd be looking at stuff, you'd be like, oh no.
Mm,
But when you take into account of what he's done, just internet on like an international kind of level,
yeah.
then it's a little bit more like kind of it's harder to gauge because I still want to say no. I'm like, if I say no to Darren Williams, I kind of want to say no to Marc Gasol. He was able to get like a ring with, like you said, a ring with the Raptors. He
Yeah.
wasn't at his peak. Like he obviously wasn't the best version of himself on that team. But I think if he's not on that team, they still don't win. He's still like really solid defensively, not like defensive player of the year or like even an all defensive team kind of good. But I think he was a step up from who they traded for Valanciunas, and like to have
Yeah.
Valanciunas and be that upgrade from Valanciunas because he's still able to move his feet a little bit better. And that's crazy because not like he out there like I'm standing in front of everybody. Like he's very smart, a very smart defender.
So,
I feel like he's
extremely
really
smart.
but I think that's like what his role should have been. Like if he had a role like that his entire career, where like I'm just playing backline defense and y'all need me to give y'all like maybe a good 17 a night, cool. I could do that. There was times he tried to backpack, like he had to be like that best player. Like, not that the Grizzlies weren't a good team because he was still a good fit for that
Yeah,
team, like that grit and grind. Because he ain't like you want this dude running up and down with you. Like, is this who you want on your fast break? Nah, it's not. We're gonna slow the game down type thing. Um, but I feel like what he's done on like an international level, like just from Olympic Games, he has two silvers in 2012 and '08. He got two silvers. If you count World Cup stuff like that, he got two gold, and then Euro Basket Leagues, whatever that stuff happens with FIBA. He got two golds in '09 and 2011, silver in '07, and then bronze in 2013, 2017. I just feel like what I'm looking at it from the perspective of like how like the Basketball Hall of Fame sometimes looks and
right.
stuff. What I think and what their requirements are. I think that's too much internationally for international success for them to be like, no, you're not in here. Like
Mm,
if Luka retired right now, as great as like Luka's gonna be a Hall of Famer, like at the end of his NBA career, no matter what. But if he chose to like retire today, he's still probably making the Hall of Fame just because how
uh,
he was hooping over there before he was even drafted.
all right, it's
Because
gonna sound
he had an
crazy, but
MVP over there before him. You don't think so?
no, I'm saying I would give Luca Hall of Fame off of his stuff right now. Like if we take out international, if Yao Ming made it, Luca is he's what is he? Is he three-time All NBA first team?
I think he is because what was
Three.
this? This
This
is
is
his fourth
fourth
year,
year.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
fourth
been
year.
All NBA every single year except his like
His
rookie
rookie.
year because they don't
They're not gonna give it to you.
they usually don't give it to rookies
It
unless you
don't
like
matter.
Tim Duncan or some shit like that. Like, and even then, like it's a lot of like generational motherfuckers that ain't got it. I don't even think LeBron got like a first
Abs-
his first year didn't even get nothing like that.
They
And
was
that's
not
the
they was
greatest
not
thing
trying to
we've
give
seen
LeBron
in
his
our
credit early on. When you
you said
look
what?
back at stuff, like they was not trying to give LeBron his credit like early on. Not credit, but
No.
like when it came to voting, everybody like clearly he was like already like top 10 in the league, bro, coming in.
Mm,
But they was hesitant. They was like, nah, we can't give him too much too early. Like if you go back and look at some of the like award races
yeah.
and stuff like that, like when he didn't even they didn't play him in Melo in them in the
The
was it
Olympics.
Olympics. Like nigga,
Yeah.
yo, he just came in
That's
the league averaging 25 and 5 and he don't get no minutes
yeah.
in the Olympics, bro. What is y'all doing? Y'all
That
bugging.
was crazy. That was crazy.
Um,
But I think only reason I disagree a little bit on Luka is because I feel like at least my baseline for like what they do for like Hall of Fame careers is in 5 years that you were like a top, generally a top 15 player. Because if you're making 5 All-Stars and 5 All-NBAs,
mhm.
that's just me. That's like having like half a decade's worth of like I'm one of them ones. We obviously know he one of them ones. He
I
probably
just more so meant like if it like God forbid, of course, if something happened where his career stopped, like
mm,
today, and they look back and they like, all right, like his career got cut short. We gotta see if he gonna make it or not. I think
yeah.
just off of that, not if he just fall off a cliff and don't do nothing else for the
Yeah,
rest of his
yeah,
career.
yeah, yeah.
But
I feel that though. I would have to agree. But yeah, I think the Marc Gasol will be the only one we probably disagree on, just because, and it's only because we both kind of look at the international play a little bit differently.